Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Degidio. We are back with another episode of the Jaxxon podcast. I'm sitting here with the greatest co-host of all time, Twitch, and we have a legendary podcast guest, one of Twitch's longtime friends, and just an all-around, just straight gangster. I'm not going to say where from. Wanky, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah! Fuck yeah, Wanky! Osaka in the building!
Osaka!
I'm back, baby. So stuck.
Party never ends?
Party sometimes pause, but
Party sometimes pause.
but still in my brain, party never stop, you know?
I like it.
Just stuck to come back, dude.
How long has it been since you've been back here in the U.S.?
2?
2 years?
Yeah, but I just, I used to be always come back. I stay Twitch's house 4 years, ride every day, that bike every day, then walk with him every day, but I too much bullshit 2 years ago, so I just stopped coming to,
Why'd you have to stop coming?
because too much party.
Party never ended.
Party never ended.
What does that mean, too much partying?
So he made me famous for that bikes.
Who made you famous?
Twitch.
Twitch made you famous.
Yeah, that's why, randomly. So every weekend I want to go party.
Every weekend,
Friday, Saturday. So I drive down there to HB by myself. I just go to the random bus. Everyone say, Wanky, what's up? Where's Twitch? Where's Smoke the puff, high as fuck, and shut up. But I just want to be alone,
Everyone wants Wanky to take shots with them. I'm like, Wanky, you don't know this motherfucker. Like, you don't need to take a shot with this dude. He's like, really? But they say take shots, so I just do shots all the time.
It's part of your culture?
Yeah.
Shots.
Kind of.
Like LMAFO. Shot.
Always shot.
Okay.
Like always sake, bomb.
Rub and tug.
No.
Not always.
Not always.
Not always. He wanted to add the not always part.
Yeah. Then that just like makes some random friends, the young kids, and so many chicks hit me up saying Wanky. Then I have wife in Japan, but kind of like that year I kind of on off. So I feel like fuck it. Then
Can we have the bouncing ball when he's talking, like with the words on the bottom?
Yeah. So you have wife in Japan, but you said screw it. Let's go shots.
I still, because I have my little boy,
Yes.
he almost 6 years old, but I wanna be, I just wanna enjoy for my life, for career life.
American dream.
American dream.
What's the American dream?
A chick. No, X Games gold, dude.
X Games gold, dude. You see, his priorities were all fucked up there for a little bit.
I feel like you have a heavy influence on the way he thinks about life.
Yeah, but my influence was, hey, quit fucking hanging out with all these dumbass dudes in HB and like ride your dirt bike and make some money and be the best you can be.
Yeah.
But Wanky wanted shots.
No, I just want to be like a boss, yeah, he's my pops, exactly. So that's why he teach me everything, his body, everything teach me. I know, but after riding, I always thinking about, dude, I'm gonna get a drink, addicted.
I caught him at a fucking stoplight one night, passed out at a green light with a beer in his fucking hand. The first
Wanky.
time. This was the first time.
Wanky, how old are you?
I'm 35 years old.
Yeah. No, when you were doing this.
I think he has, what is it when you fall asleep all the time? Like narcolepsy? Is that what it is? I think he might have a mild case of narcolepsy.
3 years ago.
So you used to turn up.
Yes.
Heavy.
He can't say no to party.
Yeah.
I feel like this is part of the moto culture, though. I
It
feel
is,
like you
it is
started
kind
this
of
with militia.
Yeah, but we got a little bit smarter and figured our shit out,
Yeah.
Where he's just like, you think all Japanese people are really smart because they make everything that we have and own, but this one's really fucking dumb.
It is.
How long have you guys known each other?
Dude. So I first time coming to United States is 2011, so already 14 years.
Yeah,
Damn.
Then he and Ronnie Feist.
these boys at Feist.
That's so sick. Then I went to 2011. I think I tried to go to Feist's house with Taka-san, like a Japanese.
In Dagestan?
Taka.
Oh, Taka.
So he's my best friend too. Then he bring to me Feist's house. He already practiced. I'm big fan of Twitch, I'm big fan. I'm kind of shaking to say hi to Twitch. Then I have very, very English, so that's why. Hi, Twitch-san. I'm Genki Watanabe. Nice to meet you. And he talking to me. Oh, Dan, are you Genki? I know you. Genki my Wanky.
Genki my
right?
Wanky. That I gave him his nickname. He didn't know what Wanky was for the longest time because his real name's Genki, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I know who he is because I seen Taka posted him and stuff like that, and I've always watched him. Like his riding style has always been super dope. But he was more of like a racer before he got into freestyle.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I know you, Yankee my Wanky. And then he goes home and makes an Instagram, and his Instagram was Wanky338 with his race number.
Yeah.
A couple years later, he came back and someone's like, why's your name Wanky? He's like, because Twitch son called me Wanky. He's like, do you know what Wanky means? He's like, no.
I have zero idea. So I was pumped. I was so pumped because Twitch gave me nickname, right? Wanky. I'm so pumped. I say, dude, I go home, dude, I fucking my boy give to me nickname. This is Wanky. Then everyone says sick, but no one Japanese, no one don't know Wanky, you know. So then 3 years later,
3 years later is when he found out what it meant.
I finally find it. Like it's my nickname is fucking jack off. Dumb, so dumb. 3 years later, it's gonna be too late. You know,
It's too late to change the Instagram handle.
It was already on the jersey.
Dude,
No changing.
Already, no change. Everybody say, everyone fucking call me Wanky. You know, it's gonna be. I feel like a damn. Say, fuck. So,
You're welcome.
yeah, dude.
It
Thanks,
worked
man.
out though. It worked out.
Yeah, like that. I think people like it. So fuck it.
Yeah, when I think of Wanky, now I think of cool tricks and crazy style. I don't think of like,
Yeah,
Jerking off all the time.
every day, but
yeah. So we're still riding at an all-time high.
Yeah.
Why is that? How is that?
like good. And for me now, you know, like I miss California a lot because like my boy, my sponsor, and my best friend, you know, my family, everyone's here. But now I have to time change because I go home. I have to be smart for my wife, you know, for my kids. So I just want to go to a different place. I want to do all my shit. Then if I come back to California, if I Twitch say, oh, damn, Wanky riding good, man. This is my goal, you know? So I want to grow up more. So,
You wait till you're 35 to grow up.
yep.
I like it.
Yeah.
Wanky.
Still motivate, you know?
Yep.
Fuck it.
You've been over in Spain a bunch. You've been all over lately.
A lot. Barcelona, baby.
Is that why you got the jersey on? Where are you going? Where do you go after here?
After here, I go back to Barcelona again.
To Novice's place?
Yes, because my bike was there. So then I think I ride to MotoGP Catalonia, like Spain, like a big ass monster freestyle demos.
That one always looks fun.
Yeah, so fun, dude.
Is that the one with the big ass stage and
Big one.
Yeah.
Like they make dope shit. Like they make everything. They make beach, dude, right next to the jump.
Really?
Monster beach. So sick.
Nice.
Wait, so how long have you known Taka? Like or did you know Taka first? And you
No,
guys,
he knew Taka way before me. They
Yeah.
grew up racing together.
Yeah.
Like when they were
it.
little
Okay.
kids.
So I met him. It was I'm 10 years old.
Got it.
So he's 5 years older than me. So like he's already super fast and he ride YZ85 like kind of a junior class, you know. But he's so fast and he have so much style already. Big ass knock stuff. Looks like a freestyle guy already.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I met him. That's why I want to be him, you know. Then we grew up race. Then I got a pro license, but he didn't get it. So that's why I think he quit the race. Then I think he straight to start freestyle motocross in Japan, maybe 18 years old.
Yeah, he was young.
Yeah.
With Ego.
Then he moved to California by himself. He met to Twitch, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Twitch, somehow you're connected to everybody that rides a bike in the last 100 years. I don't know how this is possible.
Well, I met Taka in what year was that event we rode in Japan?
Dude, so long time ago.
03,
03
04?
or 4 something.
Yeah, we did this big event over there and I met Taka and were you there?
I'm there. I'm 15 years old.
Yeah.
Then you come with Suzy, you know? Then we do like a big ass like freestyle motocross, like a international competition or something. Then he got an invite. I think you got a first place, right?
Yeah, one.
Yeah, he won. Then he gave to me like a militia jersey for me. Then
Your militia jersey?
Yeah.
yeah, like a long sleeve something.
But like when I met Taka, Taka came over. Taka Taka like sold one of his bikes, came over on like a 3-month visa, and literally went on Google Maps. And he was staying in like Escondido or somewhere down that way, like San Diego, Poway or something like that. And he went on Google Maps and searched Temecula and found our buddy Jimmy Fitzpatrick's house, like where we ride. And this was before like Instagram and like all that shit. You know what I mean? It was like Facebook. So he literally was on Google Maps, found where everyone was riding, and just showed up one day and was like, "Hi, I Taka." Like that's all he knew. Taka knew please and thank you. And he rode with us. Like he's like came up, and Jimmy Fitzpatrick ended up letting him ride with us. So we hung out with Taka for like 3 months. And then Taka went back home to Japan, and then he wanted to come back over, and I just got done breaking both my legs, and I was coming back, and I'm like, dude, like Taka would be like the perfect person to ride with, like, because he was so motivated. Like he would ride every single day, twice a day, and I would catch him in the garage at night. He would come stay at my house, and I'd catch him in the garage at nighttime. I'd go out there, and he would just be on his bike practicing tricks. I'm like, Taka, we already rode twice today. He's like, yeah, but I need more practice, and he's literally just sitting there going, just practicing tricks in the garage. I'm like, this motherfucker is motivated. So when I broke both my legs, Taka came back over, and he sold his house. He sold 3 of his bikes and just moved in with me and lived with me for like 4 years. How long did you live with me for?
Like 4?
Yeah, like another 4 years, Wanky over here. So
Yeah.
I'm like adopting all these Japanese kids from Japan, just because like I looked at Taka and I'm like, dude, this dude could be one of the baddest dudes in the world if he had a little bit of help. So I helped him. And he ended up winning X Games freaking 3 years in a row.
It's crazy though, because the culture of like freestyle, it seems like that was like not only the pinnacle, but the beginning. It's like the top, and it was also like the beginning of like this culture that you started, but it was also like the top of the game. Like we haven't seen legends in the way that you guys have become legends and your name because of the way the sport's gone in social media. Mm-hmm. So it's such a unique point in time, like with freestyle and motocross. Do you feel like the style and the look has transitioned a little bit, or do you feel like people took inspiration from that or the game, not just on the bike, but off the bike?
For sure. Like Wanky out of all the dudes probably has the most style, like on the bike, off the bike, his riding gear, his casual clothes. Like this dude will sit there and like put out outfits for weeks at a time before he even wears them. Like, yeah. He'll wear crop tops like you. Like he don't even care. He's just all about style.
How did the relationship though with all of them riding with you guys at the house? What about like learning each other's tricks or understanding how each other would compete? Like, did it not affect you guys?
No, not at all. Like we wanted more dudes to come in that were motivated to ride with us, because then it pushed us to the next level. If he was doing something cool, I had to try to do it better than him. If I was doing something, he wanted to do it better than me. So I feel like with moto, that's like a big thing I always look for. Like the guys I want to hang out with is like, is the dude you're hanging out with going to push you or pull you down? I always want to hang out with dudes that are going to push me to make me better, because I'm going to push them to make them better. So I'm looking for the same thing in return. And that's what I got with Wanky and Taka and like all my friends that I ride with now.
Wanky, what about living with him for 4 years? How was that?
Dude, for me, it's, this isn't for me the American dream, because like so he made me like famous a lot. He helped me a lot for like sponsor everything. He gave to me Monster Energy too. So my 4 years is amazing. Like dude, every fucking month a bunch of followers coming, follow me on my Instagram. Like X Games show up, DBK sponsored me. Like dude, amazing. Right then now I know 4 years later I do dumb shit here. I go home. No followers, no practice, no motivate, zero motivate, sponsors gone, no money. So that's why for me, like, this he gave to me 4 years. It's just crazy, my year,
Did you guys party a lot during that era?
A little bit, not much. I don't really party that much.
No.
Like I would go out with them, like if there's after parties and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think one of the funnest times I had with him was when we were in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
We smoked so much fucking weed for like a week straight. We were over there for Motocross of Nations, and we all flew in early, and we were all just hanging out in Amsterdam. And this dude would be passed out on the couch with his phone in his hand, just still scrolling, liking shit. He's like this.
I can't imagine traveling the world with this crew. Like
it was fun. It was me, him, Vicky, Axel. It was just us four, and then our buddy Dave, Porno Dave, was just filming everything.
Yeah.
And you guys would just go to events, pop-ups, demos.
Yeah. We did so many demos together. Like,
did you compete in any X Games while he was competing?
No. I think I was already done competing when you rode X Games, right?
I think, he already, I think, finished everything. Then I came in to like kind of best whip stuff,
How many medals do you have?
3.
3.
Or maybe 4, like 4.
Silver.
No, all silver.
All silver.
All silver, and 2019 Monster Cup biggest whip is gold. You know.
Yeah.
You remember like after my surgery.
Yes, because he almost got his leg amputated in Vegas the year before, and then the next year came back and won.
Wait, what?
Came up short on the third gear ramp, right?
Yeah.
And what did you break?
Fifth tib, ACL, then kneecap, everything fucked up. So.
Yeah, and then he got compartment syndrome gnarly, so he's sitting in the hospital and have his leg all cut open. They're like, we're gonna have to amputate your leg. And someone there was like, no, like let's get him to a doctor in California. And he came out and got his leg fixed, and then a year later went back and won one of the biggest events of the year. It was like the last year they had the Monster Cup. and the best thing on the podium, he's talking. They're like, oh, Wanky won. He's like, oh, fuck yeah, I'm so fucking excited right now. And they're like, Wanky, you can't cuss. He's like, fuck, I'm so fucking sorry.
I got so hype, you know. I just don't give a fuck to interview stuff. That's why I just want to say like thank you Twitch, thank you Suze, you know, thank you for everyone. I fucking come back. Fuck yeah.
Come back. How long have you been with Monster?
Dude, I used to be working with Monster Japan like till 2014. I got a deal till 2017. So now it's 14 years I work with.
I saw an interview about X Games Minneapolis. You talked about that being like one of your best moments.
Yes.
Why?
Because so like for me like this year's crazy. So 2018, exactly before like X Games, I wanna be Monster US rider a lot, so much, but Monster Japan doesn't help me nothing, zero nothing. That's why I say like, hey, I wanna stop with deal with you guys. I wanna go alone. Then I just like knock the door by myself to like a Monster like US, you know. Then they say, oh, you know, I know you guys. I know you. So like, what do you want? Like, hey, I definitely want to get a medal X Games like a Minneapolis best whip. So please like sponsor me. And they say yes. Then I gotta get like a silver medal. So
that was probably the closest one. Who won that year? Bierman?
no, McNeil.
McNeil won that year.
I so close, dude.
Yeah.
2018, 2019, I'm so close.
His
with
turndowns
him.
were so big that year. They were like insane. Like they were backwards.
I miss so much.
Is it something that you love riding? Do you love the energy? Do you love competition? Do you love the events? What is it about it that you love? Because everybody could tell how much you love riding.
So energy for sure, but if I have X Games, I really like to for X game like training like riding twice a day. Easy, you know.
You love working.
Easy, like always my head working, you know, because Taka showed me everything. He's back in the day. He showed me everything, so I know, like you know, like progress always. Like what's he always say, like kind of like you know, work hard, play hard. You know, like work hard pays off. Exactly. That's why my head always like routine. You know.
Yeah.
Twist and say, Taka-san say, all right, Wanky, do it. That's it. So.
Like, would you guys push each other to do tricks that you knew people couldn't do, or what was that energy like in the backyard?
Literally, you would think us just practicing was normal practice, but we were literally riding X Games in the backyard every single day because everyone's just going for it. Everyone's trying to ride better. Everyone's just like pushing their limits. And with Wanky, when Wanky came along, he started doing best whip. It was like a game changer for all of us. It made us all start trying harder because his whips were so dope at the time. Now they suck.
But does it get more dangerous? That's crazy.
Fuck
that
you.
was crazy.
Hey, but that's what's gnarly.
I know, that's why you
can
push
be
me a lot.
you can be the best whipper and you can have it for years and then you just fall off like.
Yeah.
And Wanky's on his comeback right now. His whips are getting better. They still suck, but they're
Yeah,
getting better.
I know, dude. That's why he gave to me motivate because he talk shit to me because
You can't have yes men
right.
around you all the time.
No,
if you're
we've learned
riding
that.
like shit, someone has to tell you.
Don't worry, I get it all day long. but it's got to be, you know, like they say, like when you compete against people at the highest level 24/7, sometimes it's bad because it's hard to switch off. But it's got to be a little bit scary knowing that in practice, you guys are in the backyard doing things and pushing each other maybe a little bit too hard where it is practice and you guys could potentially get hurt, or it doesn't work like that.
We don't think about getting hurt. You're just riding. You're just trying to get better. If you're thinking about getting hurt, you shouldn't be doing this sport because you're going to get hurt. It's not if, it's when. And for us, like if you're thinking about that, that's when I feel like you're going to get hurt. So it's like, we just think about the outcome of like, hey, how dope is it going to be if I land this new trick? And then you have like, if I'm trying it, then Wanky's trying it, then everyone's trying it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, right now, it's like there's not a lot of new tricks to do. So everyone's just like polishing up all their old stuff and making them look better. Like he just learned a new trick the other day, which was pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
With the airplane to seat grab.
For me, easy.
Yeah. Pretty
Different
gnarly.
shit.
I mean, it's a sick looking trick.
What was the trick?
Like, so I just, I'm already like get an invite for like best trick this year. For me, best trick so gnarly now. Front flip, easy, double
Body
back flip,
varials,
body
yeah.
varial shit. So I don't have it, anything. So that's why it was in Barcelona. I practice every day for best trick. That's why I think I want to be different way because those guys already go to crazy way. Maybe Wanky want to try to do easy way, but still style, you know?
He's always worried about style.
Always style. So always like fashion, same, always style. I wanna be my shit, you know? So bikes, tricks, fashions, gear, color, everything, always style. That's why I wanna try to do. All right, baby step. I try to like kind of a Superman to Indy. To one hand. To grab like a seat grab, then just push, you know? So then I try to all mix it. So I just do.
It looks good.
Yeah, pretty dope.
And how do you practice a new trick?
Just baby steps, just tiny bit. I don't want to be crazy because if crash, we fuck. So yeah.
If you crash, you fuck.
So
yeah, fuck.
In terms of like running through the trick though, is that something you go to Twitch or
Yeah.
Taka and you say, hey, this is what I want to try, and they tell you what you should start with, or you kind of have an idea in your head?
I kind of ahead, but I straight to do post Instagram video because for me it's just have a fun, you know. Then he's straight to comment to me like when he's sick. But this is
it right here.
So
Oh, effortless.
Yeah.
The seat grab's
It's so
crazy
much
in the
style.
air.
like a frog.
How do you hold your body in the air like that while you do the seat grab? How is your body so smooth like that?
Dude, like I don't know. I just like I always my legs always together. For me, it's a very like very easy to like balance. You know,
Yeah.
I don't like this messy style. I don't like this style. You know, so I always like clean. You know, like fashions.
Yeah. It's
Clean.
aesthetic too, though. It looks
Yeah.
good in the air.
Always style.
But you're known for having this like cool style. Is that something you adopted early on, or is that something when you came to California you saw everybody have their, Twitch is known for his unique
yeah.
style. Everybody has a unique style. Is that something you adopted here, or you always had this?
Adapted for him like one dude like from French guy, David Leonardo. His name is David Leonardo. He do like
W. Ronaldo? David Ronaldo?
David Leonardo, dude.
This little kid's sick. He's dope as hell.
So he already did it like kind of like a weird airplanes.
Yeah,
too.
different.
You
Way different
remember,
style.
right?
Yeah.
Then, but he bike is a little straight, so that's why I want to do more like my bike is sideways. Then I want to do like kind of like mix it. I already in my head I know, so I just do little by little. Pretty dope, right?
Yeah.
You pumped.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Good. I was super pumped. When I seen him like,
Yeah.
Blinky, that's fucking dope.
Are you training right now in Twitch's backyard?
I want to do, but now I'm just like all finished X Games now, so I kind of tired. Maybe a couple days vacations.
Pussy.
Yeah. Talk to me about the lineup, Twitch. What do you do? You went Osaka to Utah, or what did you do?
Yeah, he had, they had X Games in Japan
Yeah.
a week before X Games US. So
Yeah.
pretty gnarly.
Then-
Luckily, he had a bike there and a bike here, so he didn't
So
have to do
lucky,
much.
dude.
So, but a lot of the times, these dudes, like, I know, like Jacko and Benny Richards, like all those dudes, they're taking sprockets, chains, front forks, shock, seat, subframe, plastics, handlebars, triple clamps, stabilizers. Like, you're taking a lot of parts when you travel, you know? It's gnarly. So,
Wow.
same thing with our buddy Rob Adelberg that just won Best Trick. Like, he was literally in Japan last week, took all his parts there from Australia, then flew here with all those parts. Did he win Japan too?
He did it.
So he went back-to-back golds.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adelberg's like
Different trick too.
Adelberg's a little bit younger than me,
different
but
tricks.
dude, he's so fucking dope. Like, he's like one of my favorite dudes to watch ride, and he's like one of the old school dudes that's still winning contests. So like,
Yeah.
I respect the hell out of that dude.
Yeah.
Is it something in terms of looking at competition that you're like, all right, like you just said, like he did it with two different tricks and he won. Is it something that you feel like the style should be rewarded if you could keep doing the same trick cleaner and cleaner, or is it better to constantly have a new trick and a new routine?
I think better than try to do new routine, but it's so it's Taka. He do X game like a best trick. How long did he do?
19 years, they said on
19
TV the
years,
other day. He said he's going to quit riding X Games after 20 years. His goal was to make it 20 years. And then his other goal is to be doing backflips at 50.
Taka wants to ride in the X Games.
Yeah, he's done 19 years of X Games now. This was his 19th year, yeah.
Wow.
Hasn't missed a year, and next year will be his 20th, and I think that will be his last X Games. And what place did he get? 4th or 5th?
This year?
Yeah.
He got in Japan, he got a 4th.
And then what about here in
Like
Utah?
maybe 5.
I think he got 5th.
Yeah, 5th.
Yeah, which is still good, dude.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taka's almost 40 years old, or he is
Yeah.
40 years old.
Have you been friends with Taka the entire time?
Yeah.
Wow.
Same trick 5 years now. Always rock solid, free body barrier, but he still got it.
Yeah.
Because so clean, you know?
It's crazy.
How do they judge that though? If they know that you can already land that trick.
I think it just depends on who's judging that time. I don't know. I feel like X Games judging goes up and down. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. And I don't know, it's just a hard thing to deal with there.
Yeah, I mean, how do you balance the idea of like always pushing the boundaries with a new trick, but staying safe, but at the same time trying to do something that no one does? Like, how do you come up with those tricks?
That's the hardest part is
Yeah.
trying to stay safe all year and practicing new tricks. You know,
Yeah,
like
I can imagine that.
Yeah,
Same like this right now. We're watching Hamzat Chimaev spar, and he's sparring against guys, trying to literally, like it's like chain link wrestling or like chain link fighting or chain like
tightening up his technique, learning a new dude.
You're putting together 3 different tricks slowly, right? So the concept that I'm trying to get at is like we're watching him do it. He's got to do it slowly so it doesn't get hurt before a title fight. You guys have to do it. Obviously, like he just said, slowly. He's got to start with the C grab and then maybe the variant. Like how do you even put all that together in the backyard?
You just do it.
Yeah.
You
But
literally
there's gotta
think
be a
about it
way,
in your
like,
head. You just
over
do
the
it.
years, you haven't come up with a good system that allows.
Oh,
you
there's
to,
some like foam pits and airbags and stuff like that. But when was the last time you rode a foam pit?
Last year.
What'd you try?
I tried to airplane backflip
I didn't know.
because I tried to do.
You
like
never
a-
posted it?
No, because
dumbass.
so gay.
It was gay.
Yeah, I can't get it.
Wait, is it because you can't get it, or is it because you don't like the trick?
Baby step. That's because so hard to control. So my favorite tricks I call airplane. Just like a basically straight to Superman, big Superman to just one hand. It looks like airplane. That's why I call it airplane. I want to do upside down one, backflip, airplane. But
I bet David Ronaldo will do it.
Wow.
I think he did it already. I don't know, dude. This is so difficult for me. I do I never come back, the foam pit. I just over it. Maybe.
Everyone thinks the foam pit is super safe, but I've seen people break femurs, arms,
How?
wrists.
It's foam.
People died in the foam pit.
Yeah.
It's foam.
You still have a bike chasing you, or you hit the bike, or the bike hits you. One of our buddies, Cloud, was practicing for X Games. Japanese kid, professional racer. Was probably going to get a medal at Best Whip that year.
So big.
And ended up, he's strapped to the bike because he's paralyzed from the waist down. And he ended up burning in the foam pit. He burned to death. The pit caught on fire when he landed in it. And it just burnt. And no one could get him off his bike. So it's like people think the foam pit is safe. It's not safe at all. Like, yeah, it can help you out, but I've seen a lot of people get hurt in the foam pit too.
Yeah.
So, but in terms of training for tricks in the backyard, when you have all the boys together, is there a way that you guys are able to kind of help dictate like a flow or routine when a guy's going to an event and you're not competing?
Nope. We just talk shit to each other until they do it.
That's it.
If you call someone a bitch or a pussy long enough, they're going to do that trick.
That's how you get motivated, Tony?
Yeah.
Wanky?
I kind of, because before X game is kind of like everyone's change mind, like always people crazy focus. People sometimes don't want to do share practice,
Hey, we brought in your favorite skateboarder of all time.
No.
We got Ryan Sheckler in the house.
What's up, brother? I'm good, dude. How are you?
Pretty good.
Big dog, congrats. You looked phenomenal at X Games checks.
Still got it, baby.
Hey, pull up a chair real quick.
Holding it
Pull up a
down.
chair. Hey, get me a chair.
Holding it down.
Hey, Wanky, did you watch X Games this weekend?
Yes.
Did
Yeah,
you
he
see
was there.
Sheckler? Oh, you were there. Yeah. But did you
I
watch
was
the
there.
skate event?
Dude, that's so sick, dude.
Bro,
Wanky,
Sheckler.
Wanky probably skateboards more than he rides dirt bikes.
No way.
When
Yeah.
Wanky's back at home, he builds skate parks for a living. Like
Yeah.
what's the name of the company?
MBM.
MBM. They build
Builders.
all the skate parks around Japan, and he'll be on his knees, fucking
Yeah.
getting down on the concrete.
Dude,
Because I
he
need
loves
money.
so sick.
So
Yeah.
did you
So sick.
did you
Thank you.
get a chance to watch him live?
Dude, I just I want to go there, but I'm pretty busy. I just kind of monitor stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
do so much style is so sick.
X Games still does a good job about like having the TVs and like everybody's actual
So you can see what's going on,
competitions,
yeah.
like kind of everywhere. And the athlete lounge obviously is always set up good, so that's where we were watching everything.
Shex, we were going crazy. I told everybody you won a gold, and so I had the whole Jaxxon house screaming Sheckler, Sheckler. Bro, when you were skating, I literally felt like you were like 16.
It looked like it. You were
we
flowing,
won
dude.
a mental gold, you know, like, and I forgot too that like when I compete, I always somehow wait until the last moment, bro. It's like, you know, it's
that pressure.
It's kind of corny when people say like X Games mode, but like there is something that happens at X Games where you're
You
like,
literally just turn off and black out and just go. You know you have to get a run
land
down. Yeah.
this, dude. And like the crowd was so crazy because right before my third run, I actually took a moment, which I never do. I took a moment to like soak it in. Like
Yeah.
it was almost like a weird thing where I was
It's like, I'm still here.
like, I'm still here, but then all the crowd started standing up, and I thought just naturally, I'm like, it's not for me. I'm like, I was looking to see if
Who's
there was,
behind me? Who's dropping it?
Like, no, I thought there was a fight in the crowd that everyone was like looking for, you know, and like it wasn't. It was for me, dude. And it's like
So sick.
I took one beat, and like that breath that I took, like my legs finally relaxed. Like first time the whole day, my legs relaxed.
Yeah.
And I knew it was on.
But you've been skating your whole life. You've won medals.
Don't
You've done it all.
matter.
You guys
Yeah,
still
but
get nervous?
Think
don't
think
matter.
about how long it's been since. When was the last time you did X Games?
Bro, 7 years ago.
Yeah, so it's
Raw.
like you know you still have it. That's obviously why he's there, but it takes a while for you to get back into like that X Games mode of like
sure.
just relaxing and just knowing you're supposed to be there and just like you just get like
It was
the
crazy.
calmness. You know what I mean? Like
Dude.
you see the crowd, you acknowledge them, and then done. I'm gonna do my run.
It was so crazy, and I like looked up and saw my wife, and Olive was like going like, "Go, dad, and like that was so crazy. So I took a second, bro. I was hyped to be there.
So rad.
And then the response has been crazy. And for me, I went there knowing that I didn't really care about podiuming.
Yep.
Like I didn't want to get on the podium. Obviously, I did, but I didn't care about that. My goal was to get 8th or better. I got 8th. You know,
Yeah,
and
sick.
now I'm not satisfied.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, all right, I watched these guys compete. I haven't really been skating as much as I'd like to be.
Yep.
But now I know what I need to do. And so if I can keep my body healthy, like I'm coming for podiums next year.
I love it.
Wow.
Dude,
I love
sick.
it.
Wow.
Yeah.
The mentality.
Period.
You don't ever lose that.
Man, you
And
guys,
all it
you
is
guys
is-
also have the fire, the style, the love for your sport and your craft. That's what I love about you guys.
That's what I was saying. Is like he loves putting in that work, and
Yeah.
I feel like that's like the one thing I miss the most about not competing is working my ass off to the
Right.
point of like where I'm gonna have a mental breakdown or something
sure.
because I'm like focusing so hard and I want to do so good, and then going to the event and getting your medal where you're like, yeah, that's the feeling you love is working your ass off and then succeeding.
Wanky, what was the energy like at X Games? This recent X Games in Utah.
For me, people always call me the Wanky, go. Then I just fuck it. I just, you know, this is my motivate and also best wave time. Everyone's getting bigger. I watch everybody's run, so I just want to do. All right, okay, more gas.
Yeah.
More slow, more gas.
It's gotta suck to be getting dead last at X Games, huh?
I
Bro,
know.
Twitch.
Suck,
Oh,
dude.
come on.
You think?
Twitch, you think?
No, dude.
Twitch.
I ride Jaxxon for sure.
Hey,
sure.
you
I
did
come
good.
back.
Hey, you did good.
You did
Yeah.
okay, so.
But
Bushy.
I need more working on it. I want to buy ramp, you know?
Yes.
Hey, let's get some podiums next year.
Yes, let's get
Let's
it.
do it.
Boys, the energy. You guys are all X Games legends. You guys literally wrote the playbook on action sports. And when we talk about X Games and nostalgia and action sports, like I say it all the time, I think of Sheckler, I think of P-Rod, Nyjah, Twitch. I think of these names, you know? Like you guys are all legendary names in the sport. But now you see X Games having this resurgence. Like, did you feel the energy like X Games is coming back stronger than ever over the past couple of years? Did this one feel different?
Yeah, so different.
Yeah.
I want to see Zozo Z guys come back to riding together. Then I think sick. I think everyone to watch, you know?
Yeah.
How was it for you? Feel like it was like X Games
It's
again?
actually pretty sick, dude.
Yeah.
I went into it knowing like all the prep that Jeremy and Jeff, like the CEOs and CFO, like have been putting into this to like try to get that feel back. And it had that vibe, you know. The stands were packed everywhere. Everywhere the stands were packed. The energy in the crowd, like throughout the kind of the village where like all the sponsors were set up, everybody's activation was super good, bro. It was like
That's
it was
cool.
engaging. Like kids, tons of kids
So
everywhere,
sick.
just frothed up, autographs from head to toe. So
That's
you
what
could
keeps it
tell,
going.
you could tell that the athletes could feel the vibe because
Yep.
normally if you're not feeling it, you're not gonna sit around and like
Yeah.
do an hour autograph signing in bro. And it was 100 degrees
Dude,
the
her is
whole
hot
time.
there.
But like I was excited to go sit at Woodward and do an hour and a half meet and greet
Yep.
in the sun because like the energy was there. So X Games did a good job of like even the way they set up like the athletes, you know, the athlete lounge and the VIP tent and like the seating for the VIP section, like everything was set up like I had normally felt an X Games.
Yeah.
So it felt right. And you know, we just did that whole launch too of like the announcement of the X Games League. So like me and Niger are the first two, and then Ryan Williams was the other one. But like,
Sick.
so like
I saw that.
we got the Santo squad crushing
It looked like a Santo Studio flyer.
I mean,
Founding
bro,
and design team.
and
Hey,
then-
shout out to X Games with the inspo.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And then like same weekend, you know, we got Cole.
Cole Hoshman
we
just
got
won the
Cole-
WSL. Our
So we
surfer
got-
for
we got-
Santo Studio in
bro.
Jackson.
No
We
way.
got
6'4", 250.
Jaxxon, Santo, man.
Dude.
It is a movement right
Twitch
now.
is coming back to X Games next year.
Yeah.
Best trick.
Let's go, dude.
No.
Would you
Best
come
way.
back for like an honorary event if they just brought out all legends?
The
One
only way I
event?
would ever come back to X Games if I knew I had a chance at winning. That's the only way.
God, it
ever.
really means that
kinda-
much to you.
it's
That's
kinda-
so crazy.
No, it does. I understand that. I get
Oh,
that.
you were in lockdown mode all week. Normally, I can mess around with him, but this time I could tell. I was like, "Hey, everybody, stop joking with Shex. He's on."
Yeah,
some-
but it's like the first time you've been healthy, like
Yeah.
100% in a long time. So, like,
I had to take the ego out of that, and
Yeah.
I have the same feeling you have, where it's like I don't want to go there unless I know I can win.
yep.
But in the back of my mind, I know I can still win. But I had to get realistic with like what was my preparation like
Yep.
a year leading up to this. Well, a year leading up, I had surgery in the middle of it. I had another kid, like
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. But I wasn't able to skate and train how I normally would have. So I had to take that pill and accept that, and was like, okay, I'm just gonna go. And I knew there was 12 skaters. I'm like, okay, if I can get 8th place or better, then I'm like tracking to where mentally, like if I actually put some work into this thing, like
Yeah.
I could get to 5.
Yeah.
And so like for me, I have realistic expectations about how to do this thing. And yeah, we got 8th. So I'm like, all right, Lord, like, okay, let me see if I can put some work in. The main thing for us though, dude, staying healthy.
Yeah. With all the slams you guys take.
Can I
like,
keep my body functioning throughout a whole year of
are you
training?
doing any video parts in between then too? Like,
No.
Because I feel like that's like the hardest thing is like when you guys are like video part mode, it's like your body's on the line every time you're skating.
Yeah, I'm not in video part mode. I'm in like getting clips mode. So
Yep.
like I'll be on a bunch of Red Bull trips and like I'll be getting clips for
Having
like
fun.
pieces of a part. But like I don't have a Ryan Sheckler video part that I have planned to come out. And anyways, I like to take like 3, 4, 5 years to film a part.
Yeah.
Like I'll drop a part when I'm 40 that I've
That
been
would be
working
sick.
on,
Yeah.
you know? And I don't care if people have done the tricks in between, like whatever.
It's for you. It's not for them.
I'm gonna drop a part when I'm 40 just to show that like you can still do this thing, man.
Love it.
Exactly.
I want to know
Sick.
something from the nostalgic days of X Games and like the crowd, the energy, the sponsors, the event. Does this make you feel that now X Games can have that 1-2 year in today's time of social media with a proper handoff from the legends activated in real time competing to the next generation? Does it feel like this might actually be the way where X Games can have a resurgence because it can bring the legends back in full form and properly pass the torch? I felt because of like COVID and then the year after COVID, there was never really that year where we got to see guys like Sheckler then give it to that next generation, or guys like Twitch to then pass it off. Like you see that in sport. Like say if a famous soccer player like Zidane goes to a World Cup and then he's done and he gives a jersey to the up and coming kid and they jersey swap. Same with NBA. Do you feel like this is what X Games can finally do now, is bridge the gap between this nostalgia like of heritage and legacy to now these new kids?
I'm never giving my proverbial jersey away.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to die, bro.
Yeah. But do you feel like this is going to allow that next generation of skate kids that deserve
For
the
sure.
title to finally get a little limelight with you being able to bring in the eyes?
Dude, of course. But it also shows, and what I don't really care about all that. What I care about is showing this next generation that if you avoid a few big mistakes that I made, which thank God he let me get through it and come back and like still be here today, you can be competitively skateboarding until you're 40 years old.
Oh, you put on a competitive run, and that's not me being your friend. That's facts. Like, you looked great.
No, I went out there.
Yeah.
I've been working to do that, you know, like the
You
strength.
think it helps you have a skate park in your backyard? Like Twitch has a
of
track
course
in the
it
backyard.
helps.
Does that help you guys?
Yeah, it definitely helps. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
repetition, just all the
Yeah.
time. Like being
It's-
able to just go skate whenever you want or ride whenever you want.
It's all reps, dude. If I just skated, but like it's super obtainable for the kid that doesn't have the skate park, because if you skate flat ground every single day and you go out there and you dedicate, okay, I'm gonna do 10 different tricks 100 times each today, land or fail, just 100 count. You do that every single day, every other day. It don't matter what you're skating. Your feel on the board is there.
Yep.
Wanky, when you're at the event, what's your favorite form of sport to watch? Is it like best trick? Is it like moto? Is it skate? Is it best whip? What is it?
I like I like to watch to best trick for the freestyle.
Yeah.
Because such energy for me. Because dangerous. Then
Yeah.
if
Super
one,
dangerous.
If one crash or people die, you know.
Yeah.
This is crazy for me. But I love skateboard a lot. So I love to watch kind of like I like to watch X game for skateboarding, but I really like to watch for like pro skater do kind of like a show lifestyle,
Yeah.
then show around to like a secret spot, you know, kind of like a chill. Then, but like yeah, that's for me, you know, like
Where's the best spot in Japan to skate?
I think I'm no street skater. I like kind of like a more like a traditional like kind of a park style. But I think maybe Tokyo. What do you think?
Tokyo's pretty
Tokyo?
good. Osaka's got some good spots. I mean, I was talking with Yuto about that, and he's
Yeah.
like, but Yuto's a superstar, you know,
Yeah.
so he kind of
Yeah.
gets away with it. But the law enforcement in Japan is still pretty strict
What's
on
that freeway
skating.
you skated at?
That's in Taiwan.
Oh, that was in Taiwan.
That's in Taiwan, Taipei.
That's like at the government spot or whatever,
Yeah.
right? Like the place was gnarly.
yeah. And they skate stopped it, so it's done. So
what
I was
about you?
the
Have
only
like
one
a
that got
secret
trick
spot
there.
no one goes to except you?
Like no, yeah, always like I didn't know much like a street spot, you know, because people always go filming, but always like they never say to like place name, you know, like it looks like a cute,
Smart.
yeah,
Bro,
secret spots.
people keep skate spots like
Yeah.
under lock and key.
What's your favorite park you built in Japan?
For like a skateboard.
Yeah.
I like to make kind of like a spine.
I love it.
I kind of make this slappy because my sponsor teach me everything. So I just help you a little bit because like a skate park guys know the job, you know, like a professional guy.
Yeah, to make all the transitions
Ins-
perfect, not have any bubbles in the concrete or like.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
I think I would kill that.
One time I
Work in
do,
there?
then fucking
Making a
AJ
ramp.
super
I'll make the
pissed,
most
you know?
gnarly ramp. Yeah, hey, Waggy, me and Twitch made a ramp with Dean last week. Crazy ramp.
Really?
I jumped it.
Yeah, crazy.
Ramp?
2 pallets.
What kind of?
Did you see it?
No, skate or
Oh, let me pull this up.
No,
No,
Moto.
it's 450.
Moto?
Wanky,
Yeah.
450.
You
Me.
hit it?
I ride on Jet Lawrence's 450. I'm crazy.
No
Yes,
way.
Wanky.
In here?
Outside.
Wanky.
No way.
You didn't see it? Don't play with me.
I think you jump somewhere, but it looks like you
Yes,
drop off.
I'm nasty. Wanky.
No, that's
Zoom in on his face.
Bro, Shex, they built me a ramp last week. Me,
I'm tired
Dean,
of seeing you on motorcycles without a helmet on, bro. I don't
Yep.
care about anything else except for
Hey.
you need to have a helmet on.
Action Sports Avengers. Everybody chill out. Just because you guys went 20 years and you're the
Bro.
greatest ever, let me be me.
Twitch is
That's
the
why
most
we're still here, 'cause we wore a
comfortable
helmet.
Human being I know on a motorcycle, and this fool always wears
If I
a
wore a
helmet.
helmet around Twitch, he would laugh at me more than
No,
he already
No, he
does.
wouldn't,
No,
bro.
it would not.
No,
We
he
want to keep
wouldn't.
you around.
Look at this. I let him spin out, but I didn't know that all that rubber when he was doing the burnout
Dina
was
Wilson?
hot,
Yeah.
and it burned my face. I felt,
Yeah.
bro, it
what
was
do you think's
scary.
coming off of the tire?
I didn't know that it was gonna shoot at me like that.
Where do you think all the
Asphalt,
smoke's from?
Rubber.
And then they put me in a drift car,
That
and
was
I almost
sick.
died.
That was sick.
Yes, Winky,
So
I almost
sick.
died.
Dude.
Winky, we
Our boy
went
Dylan's gnarly. His shop's right around the corner.
3
that was
inches
so
away
sick.
from the Rolls Royce. He whips it. I was touching the back of the car with my fingers like this.
No.
Yeah.
Dude, the
and
skid
then-
marks were like this far. from
And
the
then
back
he
of the
almost
rolls.
went into trash cans and he's laughing. I'm crying. He's laughing. And I said, stop, no more.
He's like, abort.
yeah, I'm like, get me out of this thing. But there's no door. I couldn't get out. It was the scariest thing I've ever done in my life.
How
Pretty
crazy
sick.
are those drift cars, bro?
Bro, I mean, listen, that's probably one of the scariest things I've ever done in my life. I'm not kidding you. We're this close away to the wall, Wanky.
No.
I'm going to show you my wheelie on the 450 after the podcast.
Yeah.
We're going to wheelie down the street, me and you, because I've been getting nasty. Yeah. Look at this. I was doing a little burnout.
Dude, against the wall,
The
bro.
heart is there. The skill
heart's
is
there.
not.
Look at that jump, Wanky. So 2 pallets, and we're just flying. We're letting it fly. You know Michael Jordan?
It's Dino, it's not him.
You know Space Jam? Fly like an
Oh,
eagle?
I was like, bro,
Yeah.
is the pallet actually facing with the slats up the ramp?
yeah. I
might
was
have been.
nasty.
Oh my.
And I
dude.
almost went into the wall at one point. No, because hey, Wanky, I live my
just
life a
all
quarter mile
bad,
at a
bro.
time.
Yeah.
Quarter mile at a time. I live my
Just
life.
all bad.
Like
For-
Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
For Vin Diesel Jr. over here.
For that quarter mile, nothing else matters. Not the team, not the shop, not the.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Wanky, that's a 450. That Jet Lawrence gave me that. I was so scared, Wanky. I was so scared. You know how much power is underneath that thing?
450?
Yeah.
He has one.
Yeah.
Gnarly. You do all your tricks on a 450?
Yes.
No 250?
No.
No Stark?
No.
No 50?
250, no style.
No.
No
style.
style.
250, no style.
Yeah.
What about the Stark? The
Stark,
electric bike?
I don't like it.
No. You need the
quiet?
noise.
I need a sound, you know?
I was going to put a speaker on mine.
It's going to sound like a 450.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Because sometimes this is
That's
too
pretty
powerful
sick.
for me.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Not sometimes,
Okay.
Bear. That bike is not made for you.
What do you mean?
Duh.
Jet Lawrence brought it over, and then I crashed into his dad's truck.
I know.
This
That
is
should
my
have been the quitting point.
no. My favorite thing to do is ride bikes now. I'm gonna get really good. I've been doing wheelies.
Let's
and
ride.
let's ride.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the trick at Twitch's house this year before the New Year's. I'm gonna jump off the ramp,
Okay.
no hand, catch it.
That's
No
cool.
feet, catch it.
75
back on.
feet?
We
Yeah.
won't give him the gate code.
45.
Look, I'm gonna do it with a camera too.
He's
Couple
not getting
GoPros.
any gate code in the neighborhood.
Coach.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Wanky, I could do it.
Yeah.
I
Let's
could
get
do
that. Let's get the
I don't
make
care.
a
We're gonna do a big crew, and I'm gonna just rip.
Yeah, sick. And
Nothing would make me
Make
happier
everything.
than to perform a trick in front of all of you guys.
It's not happening.
After
Don't
a year,
ha-
after a
don't
year and a
happen.
half of
How
doing
close
this.
can you put that ramp to it?
45,
Yeah. I'm
No.
on 45 feet
You
minimum.
could probably put it at like 15 feet,
50,
20 feet.
I just want to.
But
50.
then I'd be scared because someone would overjump the hell out of it far as hell.
Yeah.
Him?
If you get a little bit of extra gas, and you're going
Yeah.
deep. And that
Tricky.
landing's tall, dude. That landing's
And for
17 feet tall.
I want the biggest gap, and I want the biggest, and I just want a lot of. I want to be in third gear. I want to just.
Have you ever broke a bone?
No, I've never broken a bone actually.
Dude, Saturday it's gonna be no.
Yeah.
Oh, you would go like 150 feet
Why?
because it's way too fast.
Third gear?
Yeah.
No, I've been watching YouTube tutorials.
Yeah, we're in second gear, and we can jump it in first, but we jump it in second.
Yeah, bro.
We'll go through the landing when we get there.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Before I let you go, I got one more thing in terms of learning style and
Bro, I
learning like
can't
tricks.
believe
This was sick.
This
dude.
is
Look at
what
the
we're
rolls
doing
right
here at
there.
the Jaxxon Media House.
Right next to the rolls.
That's Dylan Hughes. And then not only does he make me get in the car, Wanky, but he goes, take the camera. So I'm holding the camera and I'm crying in the camera. I'm like, this is the craziest thing I've ever done. And then I dropped the camera. The camera's like $5,000. I almost dropped it out the car. He goes, oh, we're gonna go in the street. I go, okay, that's cool. And then he just does it right there. I go, never again. No, honestly, this was the craziest thing ever. And
That
then
thing's so sick.
Dean wouldn't get
And
out of
there's
the
a
way.
curb right there.
Yeah.
There's like a parking blocker that he keeps having to miss.
The scariest part was
Dude, that's
Dean
so
Wilson wouldn't
gross.
get out of the way.
Oh. Jesus.
And then our neighbors came out and said, who made all these tire marks on the ground? I
Did
said,
they really?
Yeah, I said, it wasn't me. It was a DHL guy who was freaking out. Yeah, and they're like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, it was not me.
They don't watch the behind the brand.
No, let's hope not. Look, this was like, have you ever been in a drift car?
I think couple times
Yeah.
in Japan.
Yeah. Oh, you know DK then in Japan.
DK, like
Yeah.
Monster Street or no?
No, he was a Toretto. He's with Toretto.
Oh my
I
god,
did-
bro!
I
I
did-
knew you were going
What?
there, and I was just
I
like,
knew it was you. I was just
What?
waiting
Like,
for it.
What?
I was waiting for it.
You know, he's with Toretto and Letty and the whole team.
Like DK.
Just say yeah.
Just say yeah.
He gets all his parts from Harry's. He gets all his parts from Harry's. He's different. Hey, I appreciate you coming. You guys have done some phenomenal things in the game and over the years. Like we were talking about culture this morning, and this is like moto freestyle culture. This is skate culture, and
Yeah.
watching it like on X Games, watching you guys back on TV, back in social. It's like inspiring. I mean, we do a podcast every week with everybody.
Yeah.
And Twitch is obviously live and breathe this, and everybody somehow knows Twitch or either came up through Twitch's backyard. But seeing it in real time, I think, is the coolest thing, because it also kind of like, you know, solidifies the fact why we're doing this show, which is like to give light to all of you guys who still have an amazing career ahead. Because one thing people don't talk about as much as they should is this whole concept of like free riding is still going to be bigger and better than ever. Yep. It already is. But now that X Games is having this resurgence, there's a whole nother lifespan of careers for everybody. And I'm excited to be able to be a part of that. So, yeah, this is nuts.
I mean, bro, there will always be free skate, free ride. And there will always be the athlete that is more driven to do competition. And that's totally okay, because at the end of the day, no matter what, it's still progressing our sports. And if we love our sports the way I know we do, that's what we want to see. We want to see fun, but we also want to see progression. And I want to see it at a competitive level where that consistency is crazy.
I want to see X Games bring back moto freestyle, like full courses. Like that's what I felt like killed moto the most. Is we used to have these amazing courses inside Staples Center, not Staples Center, but
Dude, at the
Home Depot
Coliseum?
Center, the Coliseum, San Diego Stadium.
I just watched that Travis Pastrana one when he was 16. He was like, came from Supercross to there and rode the freestyle track like it was a Supercross track.
Yep. Home Depot Center always had the best courses. Like, if we could get freestyle back to that, it would be thriving.
That's a good take.
Let's call Jeremy.
Yeah, let's call X Games. All right, thank you for coming on. Shex, congrats. Amazing X Games moment.
Good job.
Twitch, always an amazing guest. This one was great. I love the Wanky. I love how we now figure out where the name came from. It's so crazy because I never thought of Wanky. I didn't put two and two together till you brought it up.
Yeah.
So I always just thought Wanky was like a cool Japanese name.
It is. Yankee my Wanky.
But now I get it.
Now you get it.
Make sure you guys now you get it. Make sure you guys leave a comment. Make sure you guys let us know who you guys want to see next. Don't forget to subscribe. And we have the brand new show, Jaxxon Behind the Brand, every Friday at 4 p.m. on the Jaxxon Behind the Brand YouTube page. We have a brand new show for you guys this week where Dean Wilson fires off about a half a pound of gravel and tire rubber into my face, burns the left side of my face, but we got it all done with a nice little facial. So make sure you guys subscribe and check it all out. We're back.